Hello everyone, this is Reverend Anna Beckman from the Full Gospel Lighthouse Church, and I want to bring you another exciting lesson from our series called Adventures in Prayer. Last week we talked about Daniel and his three friends and how they were taken captive to another land, and this week we're going to be learning about King Nebuchadnezzar's dream and how important it is to have a close relationship with God. Are you ready? I know I am.
Oh, I'm just ahead? Again? Really? Oh, okay.
It had been 2 years since Daniel and his friends were taken captive when the king had a terrifying dream. The king called for the magicians, sorcerers, astrologers, and the Chaldeans to come and interpret the dream for him. When they asked King Nebuchadnezzar what the dream was about, the king said he forgot, and he demanded that they tell him what the dream was and what the dream meant. Well, they told the king that there's not a man on earth that can possibly do this except for the gods. And the gods, they don't dwell among men.
Or do they?
So when the king heard this, he was furious and commanded that all the wise men in the land be destroyed. This would have included Daniel and his three friends. So when the soldiers came around to take him away, Daniel asked if they would give him some time, and he would show the king his dream and the meaning. The soldiers agreed and gave Daniel some time. Daniel told Hananiah, Mishael, and Azariah, his friends, and asked them to pray with him. They all prayed to God and asked God for his mercies and asked him to reveal the secret to Daniel. That night, Daniel had a vision where the dream was revealed to him. He blessed the God of heaven and asked to be brought to the king. After Daniel finished telling the king the dream, the king fell to his face and said, "Of a truth, your God is the God of gods and the Lord of kings and the revealer of secrets." Then he made Daniel a great man and made him a ruler over a whole province of Babylon. He also promoted his three friends as well. Daniel and his three friends were men of prayer. Even though they were in a strange land and away from everything they held dear, they kept their relationship with God close. They weren't strangers to God. God used this situation to show the magicians, astrologers, the sorcerers, and the wise men that yes, there is a God who dwells among his people and that he does reveal secrets to those who love him. I want to encourage you to make sure your relationship with God is intact. Don't be a stranger to him. Love him, praise him, and keep him close no matter what situation you are in. God just might use you to bring about positive change to an otherwise hopeless situation. Just be available to him and keep your prayer life intact. May God bless you, and see you next time for another exciting adventures in prayer.